As the morning alarm rings, you can't help but wonder, why did I set it so early? As you brush your teeth, a thought crosses your mind. I really need a haircut. Or do I? You rush out the door, only to realize your keys are missing. Frustrated, you mutter, I can never get it right. Then you catch a glimpse of your neighbor. Talking to yourself might feel awkward, and some may even label it as a sign of mental instability. But decades of psychological research show that it's completely normal. In fact, everyone at some point engages in self-talk every day. So why do we do it? And does it really matter what we say? Self-talk refers to the inner dialogue that takes place in your mind, sometimes called inner speech. It's different from visualizing or recalling information. Psychologists define it as verbalized thoughts directed at yourself or some aspect of your life. It could be something like, I need to work on my free throw, or a thought like, the gym is packed today, I'll come back tomorrow. While much of our self-talk remains silent as adults, speaking aloud to yourself falls into this category too. In fact, psychologists believe that our earliest experiences with self-talk are often vocal, as children tend to talk to themselves while playing. Russian psychologist Lev Vygotsky suggested in the 1930s that this external speech is essential for development. By repeating conversations they've had with adults, children practice managing their emotions and behaviors independently. As we grow older, this outward self-talk gradually becomes internalized, turning into a private inner dialogue. We know that this internal self-talk plays a crucial role. It helps with planning, tackling challenges, and boosting motivation throughout the day. Studying self-talk can be tricky, though. It involves tracking spontaneous behaviors that often happen without conscious effort. Because of this, scientists are still trying to answer fundamental questions, such as why some people engage in self-talk more than others, which areas of the brain are activated during self-talk, and how this differs from normal conversations. What we do know for sure is that the things you say to yourself can have a profound impact on your attitude and performance. Engaging in motivational or instructional self-talk has been shown to improve focus, boost self-esteem, and make everyday tasks easier. For example, a study on college tennis players found that using instructional self-talk during practice increased their concentration and accuracy. Much like how talking to a friend can help alleviate stress, speaking to yourself can also help manage your emotions. A technique called distanced self-talk involves talking to yourself as though you're conversing with someone else. Instead of saying, I'm going to crush this exam, you might say, Caleb, you've got this. One study showed that this type of self-talk is especially effective in reducing stress during anxiety-inducing situations, like meeting new people or speaking in public. However, while positive self-talk can lift you up, negative self-talk can have the opposite effect. Everyone is critical of themselves from time to time, but when negativity becomes frequent or excessive, it can become harmful. High levels of negative self-talk often predict anxiety in both children and adults. Those who continually blame themselves and dwell on their mistakes tend to experience stronger feelings of depression. Cognitive behavioral therapy, or CBT, is a psychological treatment that focuses on regulating self-talk. Therapists teach strategies to identify negative thought patterns and replace them with neutral or compassionate reflections. Over time, these techniques can improve mental well-being. So, the next time you catch yourself talking to yourself, remember to be kind. That inner voice is a companion you'll carry with you for many years, so make it one that supports and uplifts you.